Felly syniad cysylltiadau Conwy oedd creu gofod arbennig ar gyfer teuluoedd a ffrindiau ac ymwelwyr i ddod i fwynhau RSPB Conwy ar ei orau. A mae rhaid i ni gyfadde, mae'r canlyniadau yn ffantastig. Dyn ni'n hapus iawn iawn.
So the Conwy Connections project has very much been about creating a great new visitor space, a place that people would really want to come and spend time. And we've been doing that over the course of the last 7 or 8 months. And to be honest with you, I'm really excited. I'm really pleased with the results. Lots of hard work, but it does look fantastic.
Mi ddechreuodd y gwaith yn ôl ym mis Hydref, felly mae 9 mis wedi mynd bellach ers hynny, a heb yr holl gefnogaeth fysa hyn ddim wedi bod yn bosib. Felly diolch yn fawr iawn i'r gymuned leol, i'r holl wirfoddolwyr sydd wedi rhoi amser, ac yn bennaf oll i'r arianwyr, achos hebddyn nhw ni fysa hyn wedi bod yn bosib. A diolch yn fawr iawn i chi gyd.
So we started this work back in October last year. It's been 9 months in the making, and we really couldn't have done it without the huge support of the local community, a load of volunteers, and most important to thank the people who've helped to fund it. The volunteers who raised money and the various organisations who've helped make it happen. We really couldn't have done it without you. So, diolch yn fawr iawn.
Wel, dyna ddigon gyda ni. Nawn ni fynd drosodd rwan at Efa Peters sy'n mynd i ddangos chi o gwmpas yr gwahanol elfennau.
So you've heard enough about it from me. Let's get Eva and Peter to tell you a little bit more about the Conwy Connections project.
Croeso i RSPB Conwy! Fi di Eva.
A fi di Peter.
Mae ein werchiadau ni wedi cael makeover.
Our reserve has had a makeover.
Solar thermals ar ben y siop goffi.
There are solar thermals on the coffee shop roof.
After a few hours of being outside, it's good to have a place to come inside and get a cup of tea and thaw out.
It'll draw people here, you know, the children and the adults, and there's lots of parking space, and all the new facilities will draw people in, hopefully.
Tu ôl I ni mae 'na cerflun anferthol.
Behind us, there's an enormous sculpture.
This sculpture came about through seeing an advert in the Daily Post regarding a competition that the RSPB were running, looking for an entrance sculpture for the reserve in Conwy. I had a word with my artist friend Bob about putting forward a submission for this.
Well, the basic idea was that the hand, which is supporting a rainbow, and that's protecting all the birds, and the hand, of course, is a symbol of protection for the birds and the animals that the RSPB are looking after in the reserve.
It's the first project I've done on this scale, and it's good to start seeing the result. I think it's going to look good when it's finally up, and it's been great to be a part of something like this.
A collaborative effort. It's a unique piece, so there's a lot of thought and design has gone into it, and we just hope that the public will enjoy it.
O, mae'n arbennig, mae'n gyflesterau gwych yma ar gyfer y plant, mae wedi bod yn chwarae yn y nyth, mae chwarae ar tegid y ddraig ac ati, mae o'n le bendigedig I ddod i'r teulu yma am y diwrnod.
Oh, it's fantastic for the children. They really enjoy coming. They love playing in the sandpit. They enjoy watching the birds, playing on teggy and running through the tunnel. It's really improved it.
Mae'r maes parcio wedi gwella lot.
The car park has improved a lot.
We've got 5 grandchildren and they all love to come here just to get out in the fresh air, to walk the paths and see what birds and wildlife are around.
Dyma'r maes.
This is a maes.
Y maes ydi sgwâr pentref a chodfa.
Y maes is a village square of the reserve.
Mae gennym ni le picnic newydd.
We've got a new picnic area.
I think it's a real oasis of the A55, you know, and I just noticed the new play area, and that's excellent for Freddie.
Park.
The play area. The play area.
Dyma lle chwarae newydd.
This is the new play area.
The park especially does actually encourage the children more in the first place, because they do enjoy wandering around and looking at the birds and just seeing the hides and all that, poking through the holes and everything and thinking it's really good fun.
There's a great park here and it's just fun to run around and look at birds.
Rwan mae gennym ni twnnau lliwgar. Diolch i Andy a'i forwyd bywyd gwych am ei graffiti gwych.
Now we have the colourful tunnel. Thank you to Andy Birch and the Wildlife Explorers for the fantastic graffiti work.
Rwan mae Tegi dwi'n barod i cyfarfod pawb. Efallai mae yn edrych yn brawychus. Hwn yw'r anghenfil cluniau'r byd.
Tegi is now awake and ready to meet everyone. He might look a bit scary, but he's the kindest wetland monster in the country.
Well, this is Tegi. He's a dragon stroke dinosaur stroke monster from the deep. When I was a kid, I remember being at primary school and they dug foundations for a new building there, and as children we had brilliant fun running up and down these mounds. So I thought it'd be really good to have 3 big lumps of earth so kids could run up and down them. So we put the mounds here, and then the digger driver, who's called Gwyn, and I stood and looked at them. We went, oh, that actually looks like the Loch Ness Monster. And I said, can you make a monster, Gwyn? A day and a half later, and that was all it took, we came back and basically he had sculpted an entire dragon out of the earth. So we're going to concentrate on growing him a lovely coat of grass, and then where I'm actually sitting right behind me here is his eye, and we've got a local artist, a guy called Richard Hackett, who's coming in and he's going to paint a lovely dragon's eye.
Dyma Midling newydd Cyfan Talifan gan Richard Hackett.
This is the new Talifan mural by Richard Hackett.
Mae'r murlun wedi ysbrydoli gan bywyd gwyllt y warchodfa. Fel y cerddwch ar draws y darlun, mae'n mynd â chi ar daith o ddydd i'r nos.
The mural is inspired by the reserve's wildlife. As you walk across the image, it takes you from day to night.
Making people more aware of basically what's around them and stuff, because we do get kind of blinded by our daily lives in a town, in a city and that. We don't really get to see much of the mountains that are directly over there, the wonderful birds. And young Isaac gets to see some nature firsthand.
Mae'r olygfa newydd yma wedi cael ei enwi ar ôl y bryn yn y Ganwy, Fardre. Gwelir golygfeydd newydd y warchodfa a bywyd gwyllt nad ydym erioed wedi gweld o'r blaen.
Our new viewpoint has been named after the hill in Ganwy, Fardre, and it opens up new views to the reserve and its wildlife that we've never had before.
I am a member of the RSPB and have visited a number of areas around the country. This is one of the most beautiful because of obviously the hills around.
Dyma ti gwylio.
This is the lookout.
Dewch I ni fynd I mewn.
Let's go in and see.
Today we've got staff from the RSPB and some of their volunteers who are working with me learning how to do the straw insulation.
Today we've been filling the roof cavity with straw. That involves trimming the straw bales down to make them fit in like the guys are doing behind me here. And then once we've got them into the cavity, we've got to fill all the gaps and pack the extra straw in.
We always design using completely natural materials, and that means truly natural, which is things like straw straight from the field, coppiced hazel, lime, clay, so materials that are really quite unprocessed and that don't have any toxic effects in them. And that's why we use them, because they're very healthy and they create a really healthy atmosphere inside the building, as well as looking very beautiful when they're finished.
The project wouldn't have been possible without the help and support of those that were involved right from the conception of this idea 6 years ago through to the final build of the lookout. And if it hadn't been for volunteers on site, people in the local community and across North Wales, as well as with the RSPB, we certainly wouldn't have got the lookout done as effectively and as quickly as we did. So a big thank you to all of them.
Felly mi fyswn ni'n hoffi croesawu pawb I ddod I RSPB Conwy, I fwynhau RSPB Conwy ar ei ore drwy gydol y flwyddyn. Mae yna ddigon o bethau I wneud yma. RSPB Conwy.
RSPB Conwy is a fantastic nature reserve. There's loads of things going on here, lots of amazing wildlife at all times of the year, and we're really looking forward to people who've come and seen us during the summer to come back during the autumn, come in the winter and discover what amazing wildlife we have here. Come and enjoy the place, RSPB Conwy, it's fantastic.
We would definitely recommend it to our family and friends, definitely, absolutely.
Diolch am wylio.
Thank you for watching.
Ta-ta!